Now, when we are talking about motion of a charge in a magnetic field, now what will happen? We are now in the new section of this chapter. We know what is the magnetic field due to an infinite wire, what is the magnetic field due to a circular loop, what is the magnetic field due to any arc, what is the magnetic field due to solid cylinder, hollow cylinder, solenoid, and toroid.
Yeah.
Right? Now, similarly, if we talk about next section is what? In this section, magnetic field will be given to you. Suppose this is the magnetic field. The magnetic field is from left to right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what will happen in this section? If a charged particle is moving in a magnetic field or any current element is kept in the magnetic field, then it will experience force. So basically, we are going to talk about the magnetic force. We are going to talk about the magnetic force. Okay.
Okay.
Now, see. So this is your magnetic field. I have drawn with red color. I have drawn with red color. Suppose there is a charge. Suppose there is a charge particle, and this is positive charge. Okay, and it
Yeah.
is moving. This charge is moving with some velocity. With some velocity. Let us suppose this velocity is v, and this angle between magnetic field and velocity is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I am trying to say, if there is a magnetic field and a charged particle is moving in this, then the charged particle is moving in this, then what force will be applied? Okay. So if a charged particle is moving in a magnetic field, it will experience a magnetic force that will be Q into V cross B. V cross B, where V is the velocity and B is the magnetic field.
Okay.
V is the velocity and B is the magnetic field. Now see,
Okay.
why I have written here V cross B, it will depend on velocity and magnetic field. But it is cross product. Cross product means for finding the direction of this magnetic force, I think you will apply right hand thumb rule.
Yeah.
See, in this figure, if you can see, in this figure which I have drawn, okay, place your fingers in the direction of velocity, fold it towards magnetic field, the thumb will go inside. Can you see that?
Yeah.
See, देखो बेटा दोनों अलग अलग चीजें हैं. If you do it B cross V, if you do it B cross V, so B cross V means place your fingers in the direction of B and fold towards V, it will be outside. Understood?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here the magnetic force will be in this figure, it will be inside the thing.
Yeah.
Any problem?
No.
So for finding the direction, you will always use right hand thumb rule. So if you want to write this magnitude of this force, then you can write it will be QVB into sine theta, right?
Yeah.
And theta is the angle between velocity and magnetic field.
Mm-hmm.
कोई problem है इसमें?
No.
No. Okay. So what are the conditions when this magnetic force is zero? What are the conditions when this magnetic force is zero? Can you tell me?
When theta is 0 or 180,
And
when the charge is not moving, so it has zero
yes.
velocity.
Now see, the first basic thing is you can write force is zero when Q is equals to zero. Am I right?
Yeah.
It means there should be some charge. It means there should be some positive or negative charge. If there is a neutral particle, if a neutron is moving in this field, it will be no force at all.
Okay.
Conceptual question, beta. If a neutron is
Mm-hmm.
moving in this magnetic field, then there will be no magnetic force.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and second, V is equals to 0. Yes, if the particle is at rest, if the charged particle is at rest, then it will not experience any force. And third, you can write if this V is equals to 0. If there is no magnetic field, no force. No magnetic field, no force.
Yeah.
Now, the most important, when theta is equals to 0 degree or 180 degree. When theta is 0 degree or 180 degree. Then also the force is 0, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you want to say this? What we can see from this, when theta is equals to 0 degree or 180 degree, what we can say, what we can conclude?
When they're parallel to each other.
Yes, if the charged particle is moving better, but if the charged particle is moving, if this charged particle is moving parallel or anti-parallel to the magnetic field, then also there will be no force at all.
Yeah.
Any problem?
No.
Now, now, now from where the question will come, beta, if theta is 90 degree, if theta is 90 degree, okay, then what you will say, this magnetic force will be maximum, and it will be Q into V into B. It will be Q into V into B.
Yeah.
Any problem?
No.
कोई problem नहीं बेटा?
No.
Now, now you can say that, now what is happening? See, I can say that this force will be perpendicular to velocity,
Yeah.
yes or no? And this force will be perpendicular to magnetic field also. Since it is a cross product, I think you can say that. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now, when the theta will be 90 degree and this magnetic force is perpendicular to velocity, then the charged particle will perform uniform circular motion. Charged particle will perform uniform circular motion
That's when.
when
That's
theta
when.
is 90 degree. When theta is 90 degree, the charged particle will perform uniform circular motion. What is the meaning of this? See, see, what I'm trying to say, this is your magnetic field, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, suppose this is your magnetic field. Now, what I am saying that if we have a charged particle and it is moving, its velocity is perpendicular to, right? This red color is the velocity of velocity of charged particle, and this is magnetic field. Now the angle between them is what? 90 degree.
Yeah.
And the force acting will be also perpendicular to velocity. So this particle will move like this. It enters the magnetic field, but from here it will form a circular motion type. It will perform a uniform circular motion. It will perform a uniform circular motion.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if any body is performing uniform circular motion or circular motion, there must be some centripetal force.
Yeah.
Now see what is happening with the centripetal force. See, magnetic force already you have calculated, it will be Q into V into B. Yes.
Yeah.
Now this magnetic force will provide the centripetal force. This magnetic force will provide the centripetal force, and centripetal force, I think you write it by mv square by r, where r is the radius of this circle.
Radius. Yeah.
So here the centripetal force, देखो centripetal force is not a difference force. Any force which is acting towards center, we write it as centripetal force. Now this centripetal force is provided by magnetic force. Then you can continue writing that q will be equals to mv square by r. Any problem
Yeah.
in that?
No.
So if you want to calculate if the body is, if this charged particle is moving in a circular orbit, then what is the radius of this circular orbit? This radius will be, I think, mv square divided by q into v into b.
Mm-hmm.
From here you can cancel out this v and this v. What you will get? This radius will be mv upon qv.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Now, any problem in this radius? This will happen when the particle will be moving perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay? Any
Yeah.
problem?
Nine.
Now see, if suppose question, suppose if I say the velocity is doubled, then what will happen to the radius?
Doubled.
Yes, you can say that if you take mass, charge, and magnetic field constant, then you can say this radius of this charged particle will be directly proportional to velocity.
Mm-hmm.
Radius will be directly proportional to velocity. It means if you will increase the radius twice, the velocity will be also twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since we are talking about circular motion, two things I can write it. First of all, what is angular velocity? Omega. What is angular velocity of this charged particle? Angular velocity formula.
Huh, V over R.
V over R. Angular velocity is V over R. Correct? So if
Yeah.
they are asking what is the angular velocity, then you can already write it V over R, and R will be mv divided by qb. Any problem?
Nine.
So what you can say that this velocity term will get cancelled out. Then omega, that is angular velocity, will be qb divided by m.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
problem in that?
Nine.
Now, one more thing, this angular velocity does not depend on velocity. This angular velocity does not depend on velocity. Sorry, does not depend upon velocity in this. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are increasing or decreasing the velocity, radius will increase or decrease, but omega will not change.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any problem? Now, if in the same case, if they are asking what is the time period, what is the time period, then what you will say? What is the time period, beta? It is the time taken to complete one rotation.
Yeah.
तो टाइम पीरियड विल बी, आई थिंक टाइम पीरियड को दो तरह से लिखते हैं बेटा. टाइम
1
पीरियड
over
कैन,
frequency.
it can be written as 2 pi by omega, or it can be written as 2 pi r upon v. Time period can be written as 2 pi by omega or 2 pi r upon v.
Yeah.
Any problem? So this, in this time period will be also, I think omega is already given to you.
Yeah.
Time period will be 2 pi m upon
M
qv.
over. Yeah.
So you can see that this time period does not depend on velocity. So if you are changing the velocity, time period is not going to change. Why? Okay, any
Yeah.
problem?
No.
Now see what will happen here if you increase the velocity. Suppose if you have increased the velocity 2v, then what will happen? Radius will be doubled. Radius will be doubled, but the time period will be same. Time period will be same. The distance traveled will be more. Velocity is more. The distance traveled will be more. Keeping the time period constant. Keeping the time period constant.
Okay.
Any problem in this, Samiksha?
No.
Now, so we have done in this, we have done two cases when theta is equals to 0 degree or 180 degree, no force. When theta is equals to 90 degree, the body will perform uniform circular motion.
Yeah.
Now, if theta is any angle apart from this, suppose,
Yeah.
can we move forward?
Yeah.
Now, when theta is any angle, okay,
Yeah.
except theta is not equal to 0 degree, 180 degree or 90 degree. Because we have talked about this all the three cases. Now we will talk about when theta is at any angle except 0, 180 degree and 90 degree. Any problem?
Yeah. No.
Now देखो बेटा, ये भी थोड़ा छोटा सा कॉन्सेप्ट है. We will complete it sooner. See, now see, this is your magnetic field again. This is your magnetic field, and this charge is moving with some velocity in this direction. Now this angle is theta. It is neither 0 nor 180 degree nor 90 degree. Any problem?
No.
Now what we will do in this case? Okay, we will make components of this velocity. Components. How to make the components? I think this component along the magnetic field. Along the magnetic field, there will be one component, and one component will be perpendicular to the magnetic field.
Yeah.
So I think you can write it. This will be V into cos theta, and this will be V into sin.
Yeah.
V into sin theta. Any problem?
No.
Now see what will happen in this. Case? Okay. Now what you can say this component of velocity, that is V sin theta, is perpendicular to magnetic field. Am I right?
Yeah.
But V cos theta is parallel to magnetic field.
Yes.
So this V sin theta will help the particle. V sin theta will help the particle to perform circular motion because it is perpendicular to magnetic field.
Yeah.
And this V cos theta particle velocity will help for linear motion. So one circular and one linear. So what will be the net velocity or net, you can say, what is the path of this particle, how this particle will move? Okay. Now see what will happen. See, this will perform circular motion as well as linear motion. So the particle path will be a helix, like this. Helix, or you can say this, it is helical path. Helix.
Yeah.
It is just like you can say, spring.
Okay.
Okay, now see, you can see this is performing circular motion, but after completing it one circle, it is somewhat moving forward also, right?
Yeah.
So this is the, you can say, the path of the charged particle if the angle is any angle that is obtuse or acute.
Okay.
Okay, now see. So some terms we can define it. Again, we can write what is the radius, what will be the radius of this. Now we can take it from previous, what we have derived radius here. What is the radius here? Radius was, I think, mv upon qb. Yes, when theta was 90 degree, the radius was mv upon qb.
Yeah.
Am I right? Now, and this v was perpendicular to b. So here we will take, it will be, which v is perpendicular? V sine theta. It will be mv sine theta upon qb. You can derive it also. Centripetal force mv square by r is equals to
Yeah.
qb
Yeah.
sine theta.
Remember
Huh?
that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Any problem?
No.
Now see, you can say that this radius is dependent on velocity, right? In the previous case also we have done the same thing.
Yeah.
But when we are talking about time period, you can calculate the time period, or what you can say, you can calculate omega. Omega is, I think, omega is
V over R. So
V
it's
over R,
QB over M.
V upon R. Now, what will be this V beta? This V will be the perpendicular velocity, which is helping the particle in circular motion. Then it will be V sine theta divided by R, that is mv sine theta divided by q. B will go up. Any problem? क्या ये
R
समझ
is
में आया?
MV sign.
R
Okay.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, this is R.
Got it. Got it.
So you can write the sine
So it's
theta, sine
QB over
theta.
M.
We cancel. It will be same. What? QB upon
QB
M.
over M.
See,
Yeah.
in the previous also we have got the same omega, that is QB upon M, right?
Yeah.
Because it will not change, because I have told you this omega does not depend upon the velocity. Velocity means I am talking about both the things, magnitude as well as direction, right? So
Yeah.
omega is not going to change. If omega is not changed, time period will be also same. And if they are asking you frequency, then frequency will also be the same.
Yeah.
And I think time period was 2 pi by omega, 2 pi by omega, and omega is here. This one, I think it was 2 pi m upon qb.
Yeah. 2 pi M upon QB.
Now, one more thing we have to define here. One more thing we have to define. See, it is moving horizontal also. You can say that linear motion. So after completing one circle, it is somewhat moving forward.
Yeah.
So this length after one circle, how much it moves forward or linearly, this length is known as pitch. This is known as pitch of the helix.
Okay.
This is known as pitch of the helix. Now, how to calculate this pitch? How to calculate this pitch of the helix? Okay. Now, when we are talking about pitch, pitch is the distance traveled along horizontal or linear. What is the velocity in this direction? That is v cos theta. Yes. So pitch is nothing but it is the displacement. We can write it into speed into time. What is the speed in horizontal direction or linear? It is v cos theta. It is v cos theta. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the time? It is the distance travel in one time period. How much it is moving forward? So you can directly write the time period. That is 2 pi m divided by qb.
Okay. Because time is basically like period in your checking.
In one period, in one time period, how much it will move forward.
Okay.
Any problem? In that same time period, it is not coming to the original position, beta. It is going to somewhat forward. And what forward he have done in one time period or distance, we will get it the pitch. We will go, आपको pitch मिल जाएगा.
Yeah. Okay.
Any problem? Now, this we have done that a charged particle, how it will experience a force and how it will behave in a magnetic field. Okay, when the angle is 0 degree or 180 degree, no effect, no force. When it is
Yeah.
90 degree, uniform circular motion. When it is any other angle, then it will perform a helical path or ellipse.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have done this part. Okay, notes has been provided to you.
Yeah.
Okay, now see, ये है हमारा एक और force. Let's talk about one more thing. This pitch already we have calculated. Lorentz force. See, sometimes you can get this question, Lorentz force क्या होता है बेटा? Now when we are talking about Lorentz force, so I think if there is a charged particle, suppose if there is a charged particle, okay, if
Yeah.
it is kept in an electric field, I think it will experience a force F is equals to Q into E. You are already aware of this? Yes or no?
Yes.
If the charged particle, if this charged particle is kept in a electric field, then it will experience an electrostatic force, and that electrostatic force is equals to Q into E.
Yeah.
इसमें कोई problem बेटा? Now,
नहीं.
if this charged particle is placed in a magnetic field, if this charged particle is placed in a magnetic field, then you will say that it will experience a magnetic field force that is Q V cross B.
Yeah.
Q V cross B. This is the electrostatic force and this is the magnetic force. So what is the net force experienced this by this charged particle? That is nothing but the Lorentz force. Lorentz force is electrostatic force plus magnetic force. Electrostatic force plus magnetic force.
Okay.
So it is basically QE plus, it will be basically QE plus Q V cross V. This will be your Lorentz force.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the conceptual part once again. Now, see, now suppose this type of questions can be asked. Okay, suppose if you have a limited magnetic field, a limited magnetic field means, see in this figure, suppose, wait a minute. Yes. Suppose you have a magnetic field like this and like this. These are the boundaries. I hope what do you understand about boundaries? Okay, magnetic field is up to only this distance d. Up to this distance d.
Yeah.
Now, the question will say, if a charged particle enters in this magnetic field, if a charged particle enters in a magnetic field with some velocity v,
Okay.
so what will happen, whether it will complete the circle or not? or it will come out from the magnetic field, or it will be coming out of the magnetic field. Now see beta what will happen in this case. Since the velocity is perpendicular to magnetic field,
Yeah.
then you will say the body will perform uniform circular motion.
Yeah.
And the radius, what will be the radius in this case?
It's the same.
It is mv upon qb. Check it once.
Yeah, mv upon.
Yes or not? Correct?
Yes.
Now, if you have calculated this radius and this radius you got less than this distance d, this radius is less than this distance d,
Okay.
then how the charged particle will behave? See, its radius is less than d, then what will happen? It will complete a semicircle like this.
Okay.
Why? Because this is your center. This is your center. You can say from here to here, this is your radius, and this radius is less than r, less than d. So it will complete one semicircular path, and it will come out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what will happen if you, the calculated radius is equal to d? Then I think you can do it now. If it is equal to d, then what will happen? It will complete the semicircle. It will be just touching the boundary.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yellow one.
Yeah.
And what will happen if this radius is greater than d?
Then it will touch the boundary.
It will not complete the semicircle beta. It will be yahan tak aayega, it will be out from the magnetic field.
Okay.
Okay, it will
Yeah.
definitely, it ये जो magnetic field का बेटा reason है ना, इस reason से ये बाहर निकल जाएगा, because the radius is greater than the d provided, the magnetic field provided.
Okay.
Any problem in this?
No.
No. ये cycle कौन है? This is not used for you. Now next will be, यहाँ से थोड़ा सा important है, that is, now we have kept a charged particle in a magnetic field, right? Now we are going to keep a current carrying conductor in magnetic field. A current carrying conductor in a magnetic field.
Okay.
If a current, suppose this is your wire means it is a conductor, it conducts electricity, and this wire, or you can say this conductor, is placed in magnetic field, then what will happen? Okay. Now see. देखिए बेटा, this is your magnetic field.
Yeah.
This is your magnetic field, and now we have kept a conductor. Conductor means somewhat cylindrical shape, you can write it. This conductor, right? Now this conductor is placed in the magnetic field. Previously we were talking about charge in a magnetic field. Now we are talking about when a conductor is produced in a magnetic field. But a conductor is placed in a magnetic field. Okay. Now what will happen? See, what will happen? This angle is theta. This current will be flowing in this. Let us say that current will be flowing in this direction, in the conductor.
Yeah.
So I have told you about that current element dl. If you take this ideal thing, this is suppose dl, so dl direction will be the direction of the current.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So this dl element, will experience a force. It will experience a force, and that force will be df for this dl. It will be I. It will be I dl cross b. dl cross b. If you can check the previous formula, the force on a charged particle, it was q into v cross b, right?
Hmm.
So this see, there is no difference at all. Since the current is flowing in this direction, it means positive charge will be flowing in this direction.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you compare this velocity direction will be in this direction. That is the direction of the current.
Yeah.
That's why we have directly substituted this velocity as dl vector here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, similarly, if you want to compare for a straight conductor, so what you will do, from here to here, you have to integrate this dl, right?
Yeah.
If you want to find for a straight conductor, then you will say that net force acting will be I integration of dl cross b, and integration of dl will give you the length of the conductor in this case.
Yeah.
So this will be I into L cross B also. If it is a straight conductor, if it is a straight current conductor, it is only for a straight conductor beta. Why I am saying it's straight conductor, I will tell you. Straight conductor. If it is placed in magnetic field, then it will experience a force.
Yeah.
Now you can see this force is again perpendicular to length in magnetic field. So this magnetic force will be perpendicular to L vector or dl vector, and this will be also perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay.
Okay.
And if you are writing the magnitude, if you are writing this magnitude, then what you will write, this magnitude will be, I think, ILB into sine theta. ILB into sine theta cross product.
Okay. Yeah.
And if again the same thing, if theta is 0 degree or 180 degree, then force will be,
1 second. Okay. Sorry.
no problem. Again, when this theta is 0 degree or 180 degree, then you will say that force will be 0.
Yeah.
And when theta is equals to 90 degree, this force will be maximum, and that maximum force will be ILB.
Yeah.
Any problem in this? Any problem? Can
Oh,
we
sorry.
move?
I was muted. I was muted.
Yeah.
But no. No.
Now see, one more thing. I have told you that we are applying to for it straight conductor. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is the conceptual part here? Suppose you have a magnetic field, and in this magnetic field, you don't have a straight conductor, but you have any curved conductor like this, any shape, size, and
Okay.
current is flowing in this direction. Okay. So you can apply this formula that magnetic force will be equals to I into dl cross b. No problem in this.
Yeah.
Now the problem will be arising when you are going to integrate this DL, I think you have taken like this.
Yeah.
So when you are going to integrate DL here, it's a vector quantity, right?
Yeah.
So when you will integrate, you will not write the total length. DL will be integration of total DL. In this case, it will give you the shortest distance from initial to final position. This will be your integration of DL. This red line will give you the integration of DL.
Okay.
Because it is a vector quantity, beta, vector quantity, and from here to here if you integrate, I think this will be the shortest distance.
Okay.
So what common mistake we will do? I will tell you an example. What common mistake we will do? Suppose we have a semicircular wire. Suppose we have a semicircular conductor or wire in a magnetic field. Magnetic field is there. Okay, I am not drawing it. Magnetic field is there, right?
Yeah.
So if they are asked and the radius is given to you, and the radius is given to you R of this radius, capital R.
Yeah.
So what, and the current flowing is I. So then what you will write, this magnetic force due to DL, it will be I into DL cross B. There is no problem in writing this, right?
Yeah.
But when you will integrate what is for the total length, so what you will write, I into integration DL cross B. Okay.
Yeah.
Now integration of this DL, it will be 2R instead of pi R.
Wait, this is the mistake or the right way to do it?
What?
Doing 2R cross pi R.
No, if
What you?
see, when you are going to integrate, what you will write here, you will write it integration DL, this will be 2R, not pi R. If you are writing pi R, then that is wrong.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what you will write if they are asking, see, theta is 90 degree, magnetic field.
Actually,
हाँ,
one
बोलो
second.
बेटा.
Okay, we're not saying pi r is the circumference,
Yes, we are
and
not taking the circumference.
that's
When you are integrating this DL, DL means vector quantity, and if you are aware about
okay.
triangular
So
law,
we're looking for the shortest distance between the two parts, which is not pi r,
between the
which is
initial
2r.
and final point, initial and final point.
Yeah, you're supposed to look for that shortest, that
Yes,
straight line
yes,
distance, basically.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
It
if
makes
you are
sense.
writing here, now see this angle is 90 degree. So you can write the force magnitude, it will be I into 2R into B.
I into 2r into b. Okay. Yeah.
If the option is there, I into pi R into B, that will be wrong.
Okay.
Similarly, one concept it will come when you are talking, when we will talk about electromagnetic induction. When we will talk about electromagnetic induction, suppose there is a circular loop. I am writing complete circular loop, right? And
Yeah.
this circular loop is placed in a magnetic field. And this circular loop is placed in a magnetic field. This is your magnetic field. Then what you will say about the force, net force on this circular loop? What will be the net force on this circular loop?
Uh, this is like 2 pi r, right?
Again, the same mistake. We are talking about the shortest distance. If you are starting from here to
Right, but
here,
इसका
zero,
starting.
zero, कहीं से भी लो बेटा, it is a circular ना. अगर बेटा आप स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट यहां से लेते हो सपोज, तो एंड भी तो यहीं पे तो करोगे आप.
Oh, okay.
If you take starting from here, then you will end it here for the complete wire.
Okay.
So here in this case, when you will integrate this dl, that will give you 0, not 2 pi r. So here the magnetic force will be 0. So if there is a circular, sorry, if there is current carrying loop in a magnetic field, then net force experienced by that loop is always 0.
Okay.
Okay, this will help, this phenomena will help in motor and generator, how that they rotate.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so remember this thing, beta, don't do mistake in this.
Okay.
Okay, okay, moving forward, we can continue today or we have to sum up.
Aj I can't. I have.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Now see, एक concept और देख लेते हैं. Now why I have told you this, why I have told you, see, देखो बेटा, suppose what happens in a motor or generator, you have a magnetic field here, you have a magnetic field here, okay,
Yeah.
and in this magnetic field, suppose you have kept a loop. That loop can be circle or it can be also a square or rectangle. It should be completing the loop.
Okay.
Now see, I'm going to tell you how it works. Suppose this is a wire, this is your magnetic field.
Yeah.
Now see, now I think force on a straight wire, force on a straight wire, it is ILB. Any problem?
नहीं.
Yeah, अभी अभी मैंने बताया बेटा, यहाँ पे लिखा होगा ILB,
Yeah.
right?
नहीं. I don't have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Now see, if I name this loop as P Q R S, current is flowing from like this direction.
Okay.
Okay. Now, can you tell me the force acting if the length is, if the length, suppose this is a square, this is a square, and I'm saying that side is A, side is A, side is A, side is A. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the force on this wire PQ? What will be the force on wire PQ?
The
Force will be, current flowing is I beta.
I times A times B.
I times A into capital B.
Yeah.
Any problem?
नहीं.
Then what will be the direction of this force? बेटा, if force is a vector quantity, direction तो होना चाहिए. And direction कैसे निकालते हो? Basic I L cross B से निकालेंगे हम लोग. निकालेंगे या नहीं निकालेंगे?
Right.
Right. So देखो, L is upward. L will be in the direction of current. Just observe the wire PQ. Just observe the wire PQ. So L is upward.
Yeah.
Right hand thumb rule, upward, and magnetic field is right. Fold it right. The force will be inside the plane.
एक minute. L is
Upward in the direction of P to Q.
L is the length. But नहीं.
Yes, L is the length. When we are talking about this DL beta, यही DL तो आया था.
Okay.
And this DL we will always take in the direction of current.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in PQ wire, from P to Q wire, what is the direction of current?
Up.
Up. So place your fingers up. Okay. Where is the magnetic field? Right side. Fold
Right
fingers
side.
right. Thumb will be inside. So this force, I think this force which I have calculated acting inside the plane, and this will be I into A into capital B.
Okay.
क्या ये समझ में आया?
हाँ.
कोई प्रॉब्लम इसमें?
नहीं.
नहीं आया. ओके. अब बताओ,
Yeah.
क्या QR, now next wire, क्या क्यूआर वायर में कोई फोर्स होगा? In
It's
the
still a
wire,
straight wire और
it is
इसमें
a
भी
straight
करंट जा रहा है,
wire.
so it's still IAB.
It will be zero here, na force?
Oh, क्योंकि theta is
Yes,
right.
because theta is 0 degree, right?
Yeah.
Here, last here, S to P, S2P in this
Yeah.
wire. Here also force will be zero
Yeah.
because it theta is 180 degree.
Yeah.
Now one is left, that is RS. RS. I think
Yeah.
the force magnitude will be I into A into B.
Yeah. But it's outside.
Pakka.
Because
Yes, it will be outside the plane. Dot. Now see,
yeah.
if you observe this complete loop, okay, complete loop, is the net force zero or not? Is the net force zero or not?
Yes.
Yes. See, this is already zero. This is also, this is inside
Yeah.
same magnitude. This is outside same magnitude. Net force will be zero.
Yeah.
So I have told you again, if a loop is placed, it is not about a circular loop. It is a rectangular loop. It is a square loop. If a loop is placed in a magnetic force, sorry, magnetic field, net force will be zero.
Okay.
Now, what I was trying to say, or what I will, now here you can calculate torque, and torque is R cross F, if you know that. Torque.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to explain you, beta, dekho. Suppose this is your loop, right? This is the loop
Yeah.
PQRS. On this, there is no force. On this, there is no force. Up and down, there is no force, right?
Yeah.
This here, on the left side, the force is inward,
Yeah.
and the right side, the force is outward.
Mm-hmm.
So this will go inward and this will go outward. This will rotate. One will go inward, one will be outward. This will rotate.
Okay.
Any problem?
No.
This is how a motor works.
Okay.
ओके जब आप मोटर या फिर फैन चलाते हो बेटा, फैन चलाते हो घूमने लगता है ना फैन, हाउ दैट फैन मूव्स, एक पे फोर्स अंदर एक पे फोर्स बाहर, यूं घूम जाएगा ये, ठीक है? फिर करंट का डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जाएगा, फिर ये घूमने लगता है और ये घूमने लगेगा तो आपका काम करने लगेगा.
Okay.
ओके
Yeah.
चलो लेट्स एंड इट टुडे, वी विल मीट टुमारो.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye.